Hello everybody, today I'm gonna talk about a tier list of lucid dreaming techniques. This list is based on my opinion, and these are all the popular lucid dreaming techniques that are out there right now. So let's get started. Let's start with DILD and WILD. DILD is dream-induced lucid dreaming, and WILD is wake-induced lucid dreaming. With WILD you're trying to get lucid from a wake state, and with DILD you're trying to get lucid from within a dream. If you put them in comparison, DILD is better than WILD. Why I would say that is that because DILD is a lot easier to do, and WILD is a lot harder to do. You can compare WILD with hard to learn, hard to master, and DILD easy to learn, hard to master. And if you put them in a tier list, I would say that DILD is like an A and WILD is like B tier. The next three techniques are reality checks, wake back to bed, and dream journal. A reality check is a check you do during the day to see if you are dreaming or not, and you try to make it a habit so you do it in a lucid dream as well. A wake back to bed is when you wake up during the night to get an increased chance to become lucid or to do WILD. And a dream journal is to improve your dream recall, increase the chance you get lucid, because you can get lucid from a dream journal, and you can get more awareness from the dream state. If you put them in a list, reality checks are great for beginners. I would highly recommend every beginner to do them, because it's like a free ticket to a lucid dream, and if you keep doing it you can master it and maybe get lucid every couple of days. It becomes a habit. So I would say that a reality check is definitely an A tier. If I look at wake back to bed is by far the best technique you can do to increase the chance you become lucid. Wake back to bed are always recommended by experts because you can wake up during REM, and if you do mild you can say that you are dreaming. The chance of you becoming lucid becomes a lot better than if you do it before you go to bed. So I would say that a wake back to bed is definitely S tier. It's probably the best out there. And dream journal is also super important. You can do dream journal in multiple ways, but most people stop doing it. I don't know why. It's so important for your recall, and it can really improve your skill in lucid dreaming. So I would also say that the dream journal is S tier. The next one on the list is Mnemonic induction of lucid dreams. Mild is where you do mantras, intention, and often combined with reality checks, dream journal, and wake back to backs to become lucid. It's the most popular lucid dreaming technique because it works for almost everyone, and if you compare it with other techniques, it's probably the best one to start with. Since mild is basically DILD, it's the same tier, so I put it on A tier. The next technique is DILD, Dream Exit Induced Lucid Dreaming. This is where you wake up and try to directly go into a lucid dream. These are very important to learn if you want to master lucid dreaming, because after a lucid dream you can extend it with DILD, and if you do other techniques you can fail, and with DILD it's a really small chance you fail. And if you put it to comparison with WILD, it's almost the same, but DILD is direct and WILD takes time, and DILD is easier to master than WILD, so I will put it on A tier. The next one is VILD, Visually Induced Lucid Dreaming. I love this technique, but it's really hard to master. A lot of people struggle with it. It's often more difficult than WILD itself, so I have to put it on C tier. The next one is SSILD, or better known as Senses Induced Lucid Dreaming. This is a very popular hybrid lucid dreaming technique. It's a hybrid between DILD and WILD, and it's probably easier than WILD, but more difficult than mild. So I'll put it on a B tier. I think it's like between an A and B tier, but I don't have space for that, so I will put it on B tier. It's almost similar as like an easy version of WILD, but it's still more difficult than a DILD, and it's still more difficult than a mild, so it's B tier. The next one is FILD, finger-induced lucid dreaming. It's a popular lucid dreaming technique. However, I don't think this is a really good lucid dreaming technique overall. People succeed first time and they almost never do it again. They struggle with it over and over again. And I have heard success stories about it, but I don't really believe in it. But since it does work and people use it, I will put it on C tier. The next one is ADA, or better known as all-day awareness. This is where someone is trying to be aware of everything during the day to see differences from a dream state and awake state. And this is very difficult to do. A lot of people tried, some succeed, and some they did it for a long time, but then they struggle with it because it's hard to keep up. You get tired of it. Some people don't get tired of it, but if you have a busy lifestyle, this is definitely not the technique you should use. In my opinion, ADA is it works, but it needs a lot of effort and it's really hard to master. So I have to put it on F tier. The next one is meditation. I personally love meditation. I've seen a lot of people succeed with meditation. Meditation is a problem solver, because if you struggle with recall and you only have a dream journal, you can use meditation to maximize your recall. Meditation also helps with your awareness of the dream state, and it can give you a chance to become lucid. A lot of experts start using it and they have succeed with it. If I put it on a tier list, I can compare it with a reality check or something you can do every day, but I don't think it's A tier because some people just don't want to do it. It's beginner friendly though, and later in your lucid dreaming progress you probably stop doing it because you don't feel the need to do it anymore. So I will probably put it on a B tier for now. The next one is intention. Intention is where you try to put an intent to become lucid. It's a very strong technique to do, and it can work for you to get an automated wake back to bed without an alarm. You can just say I want to wake up at 4 a.m. and you can wake up at 4 a.m. To put it on a list, it's super strong. You don't automatically get lucid of it, but it helps you so much that it's probably an S tier. The next one, the infamous supplement. A lot of people have tried supplements and get great results. I personally don't recommend it for beginners. If you are more advanced in lucid dreaming, you have had lucid dreams, you have success, you can try to use it to learn more about your lucid dreams. If you're not trying to do that, I don't think it's good to do. It's still better than ADA because it doesn't require a lot of time. So I will put it on a D tier. The next one is GRC, or better known as Gravity Reality Check. A Gravity Reality Check is a check you can do during the day. It's like a whole day check, same as ADA, but instead of focusing on everything, you only focus on the gravity around you. It could be only your hand or your whole body. If you compare it to other techniques, it's really hard to master, super hard. I've known some people that did master it and became omni. That means that they can lucid in every dream. If you compare it with other techniques, I would say it's a D tier because not a lot of people reach that goal, and if you don't reach that, you reach nothing. So the next one is DILD. DILD is a WILD tech that was aimed to recreate the state during a wake back to bed, but before sleep, and then use it to initiate WILD. This is a technique of a friend of mine. He loves it. He's trying to maximize his chances with it. It's more based on an anime than on a real technique. It's based on vibrations, and he calls it Setsu, Ten, and Ren. That's why it's called DILD. I have not seen a lot of progress with his technique. He has not really got any results yet, but I think it can work. I just see it as another anchor of WILD that can struggle, so I have to put it on C tier. So this was my lucid dreaming technique tier list. If you like the video, subscribe, and I will put a link in the description so you can make your own lucid dreaming tier list, and I would love to see your results. You can join our Discord, the link is in the description, and you can check out more about lucid dreaming on my site luciddreaming.blog, and I hope you enjoyed.